It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, and he is Eric Neal from the YMCA of Indiana County. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Eric Neal, manly man, can do 10 push-ups or more.
At least 11.
There you go. At least 11 out of this guy now. Man, he's gotten that much more in shape just in a couple of minutes since we last spoke on the subject. Eric, I wanted to start today by going back to our conversation of last week when you were about to hold a job fair and asking people to come in. And I'm assuming that even though that event was held last week, that there's still the opportunity for folks who want employment at the YMCA to apply for a job there, yes?
Most certainly, yes.
Okay. And as you said last week, it was practically in every area of the whole place, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that our staff here has been doing a terrific job filling in the gaps, but we can hire people just about everywhere. Yeah.
So terrific that there are jobs out there for people that want them, and especially fitness-minded folks who can help people in order to get in shape or continue to maintain their shape, whatever that happens to be. But a number of programs at the YMCA. So what's going on at the Y now? We think that once the MAC pool season ends, that people are done swimming. That's not quite true, is it?
No. We're actually getting ready to start our fall swim team program. That's a pretty big program for us. We have anywhere between 120 and 150 kids on it.
Wow. So when does it get rolling? And what are the categories?
Yeah. So we have kids anywhere from the age of 5 through age 18. By and large, they need to have gone through swimming lessons or taken a substantial amount of private swimming lessons. Swim team is obviously different than learning how to swim. But we have a try it, you'll like it, for lack of a better term, next week. So anybody who is unsure if it's something that is for them, they can come try it out next week. And if they stay, a portion of what they pay for try it, you like it gets applied to swim team, which starts the following week on the 20th.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the kids really learn and grow a lot. Our team is really, really strong. It's probably the best team in Western Pennsylvania. We typically win the district competition that's usually held in Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, and it's something that people know. You have a great reputation all throughout Pennsylvania and probably beyond because the team is so competitive. But for those who just want to get into the water for the first time and learn to not just splash around but actually swim, you can help them out too.
Absolutely. We actually have kids that start their swimming lessons at 6 months old.
Yeah, amazing. It is. Yeah.
It's a lot easier to teach an infant than it is an adult. You might find that hard to believe.
But can adults also learn how to swim?
We actually have adult swimming lessons.
Oh, yeah? Well, there you go. For folks who and one of the things about it is a kid will get into the water and they don't know to be afraid. But adults may have trained themselves to be afraid of the water, and so for them, overcoming that big mental obstacle is a big challenge.
You're absolutely right. That's the hardest part with adults. Even though they know they're standing on the bottom in 3 feet of water, it's just a fear because they know what it means if something goes wrong.
Yeah. Just stand up doesn't really compute for a lot of folks when they're in that panicked situation. So you can help them with that.
We certainly can.
Yeah. All right. So for those of you who are out there and you're challenged by the fact of your fear of the water and of swimming, maybe this is the time to get over that. You want to know about that, just get in touch with the YMCA. Eric, I also wanted to talk to you about this because I know that this is so meaningful for the YMCA of Indiana County. The 15th annual Kennard Fairman Golf Outing is coming up, isn't it?
It is, on Monday at the Country Club. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Can people still get in, or is the field filled up by now?
No, we can take a few more folks. I think we have about 100 golfers, but we can always take foursomes here for the next couple days. We just have to give them ample notice so they can have the right amount of food for everybody. So probably tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah, and he was for folks who don't know, what did he mean to the YMCA of Indiana County?
We've had so many terrific volunteers over our time, and Ken was one of those. He was a get her done kind of guy. If there were projects that needed to be done, he would figure out how to make them happen and do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you need. You need that kind of person to show up, both from a volunteer angle and from an employee angle, because I'm sure you're looking for both.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you a quick story about Ken. I remember one day showing up to work here back in the 90s. Believe it or not, Todd, back in the 90s I was working here.
Yeah.
And there's a big road grader driving around our big field, ripping up the property. Uh-huh. And I ran out there, and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Because, I was one of the guys who helped run the Y back then, too.
Yeah.
And I had no idea this was happening. And the guy climbs down out of his road grader and says, well, I was just sent up here by Ken to go around the perimeter and do this. So I ran down the road to Ken. He was working on the 422 project. Uh-huh. He said, oh, yeah, we got all these road millings. I figured I'll get the parking lot paved and I'll get you a track. Like, great. Sounds good. So, I mean, it's just, he saw opportunities to connect to the things that he did to the needs that we had here, and he would do it. So Ken was a terrific volunteer.
That's good stuff. It really, really is. It also says that you've been there a long, long time. You've probably come across a lot of people like that, huh?
We really have. We have some pretty special volunteers, some folks that have been with us literally for decades as volunteers and contributors, and they're pretty amazing people.
Hey, what's this I'm reading on the website about a free rugby clinic? What is that?
Oh, yeah, great question. So the coaches for the high school program that started about 4 years ago, one of those coaches, Zubin Bilamoria, and I were talking, and we want to create a feeder program for the new high school program. Mm-hmm. So we figured what better way than to introduce a clinic, let some kids come check it out. I think people don't know a lot about rugby. Yeah. They just look on TV and see it's similar to football, but there's less padding. So people were concerned about that. Well, I think the reality is it's probably safer than football because people learn proper tackling technique because it's more imperative. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do a free clinic here, let some kids learn about it. It'll be for the week. And then we're going to do an actual program after that. It'll be flag rugby here, so it's not going to be what you would see at the high school level. Okay. But it's all about teaching kids the proper way to do the sport.
Uh-huh. And when is it, and how do people get involved?
Yeah, they can start next week with the clinic.
Oh, okay. It's next week.
Yeah, and it's free. You just need to come sign up.
Is it done by grade level?
We have a grade 3, 4, 5 program, mm-hmm. and then we have a middle school program. Mm-hmm. So bus transportation from the school is available. So if they're in it and they need to ride the bus over, we can help them make those arrangements, and they'll just get dropped off over here after school.
That sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Have you ever been tempted to try it, play rugby?
Not me. I did have a really good friend in college here at IUP. IUP has a terrific program, or had a terrific program. Yeah. So I'd go watch it. But it was a very interesting sport for me. But my girls are interested in trying it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
One of our guys upstairs used to play.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's a great program.
Yeah. And I didn't know Zubin was into it. I knew he did soccer and the family does some tennis and everything. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, he's really excited about it. So we're happy to be doing it with him.
Yeah. Now Mac Park pool season has ended. Yes.
It has. Yesterday was the last day. We had some spotty weather last week for the last week of the season, which, in all honesty, Todd, that it was bad because it was spotty weather, but we were really struggling to have enough staff just to keep the pool open. We had to actually close it a couple of days because we had literally 0 lifeguards.
Wow.
That were available. Yeah. Wow. I mean, all the kids go back to school, whether they're now in high school or they're back at college.
Yeah.
And that makes it hard.
Yeah. You got to find bodies to staff that thing because that's one of the safety protocols, and there's no compromising on that one.
No. So we only opened up a couple sections the days that we were open so that it could be staffed appropriately. Yeah. And we had some folks go, but last week's weather wasn't awesome.
No, that's a good way to put it. All right, so the Mac Park pool season is closed, but as you've told us, there's still plenty of opportunity to get in the water at the YMCA. Anything else folks need to know about what's going on at the Y right now?
Yeah, we got a promotion for membership going on, and we're going to have an event on the 18th, similar in nature to Healthy Kids Day. I know you've seen that before.
Yeah.
Some games and activities, a lot of fun stuff, some prizes. We'll be doing some drawings for some nice prizes that day. Somebody could win a free membership, and then we're going to waive the joining fee through Saturday the 18th. So we're just trying to help people get back into the groove now that summer's winding down and kids are back in school. And, we want to take that joint fee obstacle out of the way and let people get rolling again and help, get them back on their health and wellness track.
There you go. Get in touch with the Y. You can also visit icymca.org, their Facebook page as well. Eric, Neal, thanks so much for visiting with us today.
Yeah, thanks for the time, Todd.
Have a great day.
You too, buddy.
Work on the push-ups.
You too.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160 FM and